chosen one. You did not find this by accident. You were summoned. Before you ever pressed play, before the algorithm suggested this, before your finger moved, heaven had already scheduled this moment. There is a divine intelligence that operates beyond every platform, beyond every feed, beyond every search result. And that intelligence has been moving toward this exact second with one thing in mind. You. I want you to feel that. Not think it. Feel it. Because what is about to happen here is not simply a video you are watching. It is a spiritual visitation, a sacred encounter dressed in ordinary technology. And the presence you are beginning to sense right now, that quiet weight settling in your chest, that strange warmth behind your eyes, that is confirmation. Heaven does not knock twice at the same door without purpose. So stay. Don't scroll. Don't skip ahead. What you are about to receive took generations to reach you. Chosen one, I need to tell you something that the Spirit has been urging me to say. There is a mystery surrounding your bloodline. A mystery that was never fully solved in another person's lifetime. A mystery that has been waiting patiently, silently, with absolute precision, for the exact generation that could receive it, carry it, and complete it. That generation is yours. And you, specifically you, are the one it has been waiting for. You might wonder how I know that. You might question whether this word is really for you. But let me ask you something instead. Why does this feel familiar? Why does something inside you lean in when I say the word chosen? Why does a part of you recognize this even before your mind can explain it? Because recognition is not the same as information. Recognition is memory, and your spirit remembers something that your conscious mind hasn't caught up to yet. That is what we are unlocking today. Comment below, right now. Just write the word yes, if you can feel something shifting as you listen. Let your agreement echo in the spirit. Let heaven know you are here and you are ready. Let me tell you about the man who carried what you are now inheriting. Your grandfather, or perhaps an elder in your line, a great uncle, a grandmother, an ancestor whose name you might not even know fully, but heaven knows it, and the covenant that person carried has never been forgotten. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. If you can safely do so, picture the oldest person you knew in your family. Or if you never knew them, simply imagine the one who came before. Can you see them? Even faintly. Now, what if that person was not just a human being living an ordinary life? What if they were a vessel? I have come to understand something profound through my own walk. Heaven hides its most significant assignments inside ordinary-looking people. Not celebrities, not those with platforms. The truly sacred assignments are given to the quiet ones, the ones who sat alone, the ones who prayed in rooms no one else entered, the ones whose hands were worn but whose spirit was unbroken. Your grandfather, or whoever that figure is in your lineage, was one of them. He may not have spoken about it. He may not have had the language for what he carried, but something in him was holy. Something in him was weighted with a purpose that outlived his body. Think about it. Did he have long silences that no one could really explain? Did he seem to carry something no one else could quite see? Was there a gravity to him? A stillness that made a room feel different when he walked in? That was not personality. That was anointing. And here is the truth that heaven wants you to receive today. What he carried did not die with him. Holy assignments do not expire at the grave. When a righteous person is given something by God and does not have the time or the tools to complete it, heaven does not close the file. Heaven preserves it. Heaven encrypts it and passes it forward through blood, through prayer, through spiritual inheritance, until it finds the vessel capable of receiving and releasing it. That vessel is you. Not because you are perfect, not because you have done everything right, but because you are here, right now, in this moment. And the Spirit of God does not bring people to sacred encounters by accident. I want you to say this out loud right now, wherever you are. Just whisper it if you need to. I am the continuation. Say it again. I am the continuation because you are. The story that began in your grandfather's silence is now speaking through your life. Now I want to talk to you about something you have been experiencing, but may not have had a name for. Have you been having dreams that feel cinematic, layered, dreams that don't quite feel like yours, that carry a weight or a setting or a feeling that seems older than your own life? Have you felt pulled towards certain places, certain people, certain callings, without being able to fully explain why? Have you experienced emotions that rise in you without a clear memory attached? A grief, a longing, a fire that feels ancient. You are not imagining it. You are not unstable. You are awakening. Let me tell you what I have learned in my own journey. There were years when I carried things I couldn't name, a weight that followed me into rooms, a pull towards something I couldn't define. I thought something was wrong with me. I tried to analyze it, to explain it, to make it fit inside the ordinary. And then God showed me. It wasn't confusion. It was inheritance waking up inside me. The spiritual code that had been passed down through my lineage had reached its activation point, and the symptoms of that activation, the unexplained dreams, the ancient emotions, the strange familiarity with places I had never been, those weren't problems to solve. They were signs to follow. The same thing is happening in you. When heaven starts moving through a bloodline, the body remembers what the soul once knew. You are not disconnected from what came before you. You are the living extension of it. The prayers your grandfather prayed, those long, quiet, unseen conversations, they didn't evaporate. They became the soil under your feet. Every step you have taken has been on holy ground built by someone else's faithfulness. Think about the delays in your life, the things that should have worked but didn't, the doors that closed when they seemed ready to open, the years that felt like waiting without explanation. What if those weren't failures? What if every delay was divine preparation? God shaping you, stretching your capacity, expanding the container so it could hold what was always meant to be placed inside it. What was once frustration is being revealed as formation. What you called a detour was actually the longer road that led somewhere the shortcut could never have taken you. The pain endured, the prayers that seemed to bounce off the ceiling, the nights of wondering, all of it was a rehearsal for this revelation. And now, right now, you are standing at the threshold. If this is speaking to your spirit, type inheritance in the comments. Let that word become your declaration. Let it reach forward into your future and pull it toward you. I want to talk now about what is actually happening in the spirit as you receive this word. There is a theological reality that most people don't fully understand, and it is this: spiritual inheritance is not metaphorical. It is as real as DNA. The same way a child can carry the physical features, temperament, and even the health patterns of a grandparent they never met, the spirit carries something too, something deeper than genetics, a frequency, a code, a mantle. In the ancient scriptures, this was understood. When Elijah's mantle fell upon Elisha, it wasn't symbolic poetry. It was a transfer of real spiritual authority. When the disciples received what was promised at Pentecost, it wasn't theatrical. It was activation, heaven's power taking up residence in prepared vessels. Your grandfather carried a mantle. It has been waiting, and right now, in this moment, as this word settles into your spirit, the transfer is in motion. Some of you are feeling warmth in your hands right now. Some of you are experiencing a pressure in your chest that isn't anxiety, it is fullness. Some of you have tears rising that you didn't plan, and you are not entirely sure why. That is not emotion. That is recognition, your spirit recognizing what it has been waiting to receive. I want you to take a deep breath. Slowly. Now say this, out loud or in your heart. I receive what was preserved for me. I accept the inheritance that was meant to reach me. I am the vessel that heaven has been waiting for. When you speak that, when you agree with what heaven has already decided, something shifts. Not metaphorically, not symbolically. In the actual atmosphere of your life, your grandfather's prayers built a road, and you are now walking on it. His silence was not emptiness. His solitude was not loneliness. Those long, quiet hours were sacred transactions, deposits made in a heavenly account that has your name on it. And today you are withdrawing what was stored, his habits, his posture, his faithfulness when no one was watching. All of it was preparation for your moment. And his moment ended so yours could begin. That is the rhythm of divine legacy. God completes through the next generation what he began in the last. He planted in silence so you could bloom in revelation. He endured in faith so you could walk in fruit. You are the living harvest. You are not late. You are not behind. You arrived exactly when you were supposed to. At the precise moment when the seed planted by another could finally break ground in your hands. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet, and ring that notification bell, because what is coming in this channel is not ordinary content. It is a word for a specific kind of person, the kind who feels things deeply and knows there is more. The kind heaven is preparing right now. Now I want to tell you what this activation looks like on the outside, because inheritance doesn't just change you internally, it changes your world. When a bloodline reaches its moment of divine fulfillment, the physical world begins to realign to match the spiritual. Doors that were locked open, not because you forced them, but because your frequency changed. Relationships shift, not always comfortably, but always purposefully. Opportunities appear at exact moments you needed them. Let me be clear about something. This is not a prosperity promise. This is not a guarantee of comfort. The mantle you are receiving is one of purpose, and purpose always carries weight alongside blessing. Your grandfather knew this. He carried something holy, and holy things are not always light. They require a kind of faithfulness that most people never commit to, but he committed. In silence, without recognition, without applause. And now that faithfulness becomes the foundation beneath your feet. Here is what I have witnessed, both in my own life and in the lives of people who have walked through seasons of divine activation. Things begin to feel strangely familiar, not in an unsettling way, in a confirming way, like you have walked through certain doors before in a dream. Like you have had certain conversations in prayer long before they happened in the physical. Like the situation in front of you feels less like a surprise and more like a recognition. That is because your spirit has already been there. Heaven showed you in preparation what you are now walking into in reality. You will encounter people who seem to know who you are before you have introduced yourself. Connections that form without effort, collaborations that arrive without striving. These are not coincidences. These are arrangements made by the same God who ordered your grandfather's steps before he understood where he was walking. And here is something equally important. Not everyone around you will understand what is happening, and that is perfectly fine. This is not for everyone to interpret. The people who are meant to recognize the anointing on your life will simply know. You will not need to explain it. You will not need to perform for it. You will not need to announce yourself. Heaven will do the announcing. The same way your grandfather's presence changed the atmosphere of a room without him saying a word, your presence will begin to carry that same gravity. People will feel peace around you without knowing why. Your words will land differently. Your stillness will speak volumes. There will also be people who fall away from your life during this season. Old connections that dissolve, relationships that fade without dramatic endings. Don't grieve those departures. God is editing the cast for the next chapter of your story. Some people belong to your preparation, but were never meant for your revelation. Let them go with gratitude and without bitterness. Their season served its purpose. The next season requires a different circle. I want to speak to you about something that most videos like this skip over, and I believe that skipping it is a disservice. Inheritance comes with responsibility. The mantle you are receiving is not a reward for being special. It is a commission for being faithful. Your grandfather didn't carry what he carried because it was glamorous. He carried it because he said yes when saying yes was costly. Now you are being asked the same question in a different form. Will you say yes? Not just in an emotional moment, not just when the music is swelling and the words feel good, but in the ordinary days when nothing feels supernatural. In the mornings, when purpose feels distant. In the seasons when you are doing the faithful thing and no one is watching and no confirmation has come yet. Because that is where real inheritance is proven. The anointing you carry will be tested in proportion to its weight. The higher the assignment, the deeper the preparation required. Your grandfather understood this, the silence, the patience, the years of faithfulness that seemed to produce nothing visible. That was the proving of the vessel. You are now a proven vessel, and with that comes a sacred instruction: protect the mystery that lives inside you. Not everything you carry is meant to be explained. Not every gift you possess is meant to be displayed. There is power in quiet obedience. There is strength in moving in spiritual discretion, knowing what you have been given without needing the validation of others to confirm it. Your grandfather's silence was not weakness. It was wisdom. He knew that the most sacred things are protected by stillness, that broadcasting what heaven has entrusted to you before its appointed time can expose it to opposition. It isn't yet armored to withstand. So walk carefully, walk with reverence. Let your anointing precede your announcement. And when heaven reveals it, when it becomes undeniable to the world around you, you will know with certainty that it was not manufactured. It was matured. Chosen one. We are reaching the place in this word where I want you to feel the full weight of what is being released. Everything your grandfather carried, every vision he saw but could not voice, every prayer he prayed in the quiet, every faithful year that seemed to go unwitnessed, all of it was preparation for this generation. For you, the promise that was protected through your family's storms has reached its moment of maturity. The seed that was planted in another lifetime is now pushing through the ground in yours. And when a seed finally breaks through, it doesn't apologize for taking up space. It doesn't shrink back because it arrived late in the season. It grows, because that is what seeds that have been properly prepared do. They grow with an urgency that reflects the depth from which they came. You are that seed, fully prepared, fully appointed, fully positioned. I remember the season in my own journey when I began to feel the acceleration. When things that had resisted every effort for years suddenly aligned without striving. When the right people appeared without searching. When doors opened that I hadn't even knocked on yet. And I remember thinking, why now? What changed? And the answer I received was simple. You finally stopped running from the weight of what you carry. You received it, and receiving it changed everything. That is your invitation today. Stop running from the weight of your inheritance. Stop trying to minimize what you can feel in your spirit. Stop waiting for a more appropriate time, a more prepared version of yourself, a more convenient season. The season is now. You are prepared enough. You are the version that was always meant to arrive at this moment. Heaven has been patient. Heaven has been faithful. Heaven has kept what was stored in your grandfather's obedience, and it is releasing it into your hands right now. let me tell you what the next weeks and months may look like. You will begin to notice a new clarity. Decisions that once felt paralyzing will become more instinctive, not because you have become smarter, but because the spiritual discernment running through your bloodline is now fully active. You will sense divine appointments before they arrive. You will have a quiet, knowing about who to trust, where to go, when to move, and when to be still. Finances may shift, not because of luck, but because favor has a new address. Your address. Creativity may awaken, gifts you dismissed, talents you thought were too small, expressions that never found a safe container. They will begin seeking expression in ways that surprise you. And through all of it, you will feel a peace underneath the movement. Not the absence of challenge, but a deep stability that holds you steady even when the surface is turbulent. That is the peace that passes understanding. That is your grandfather's legacy, fully alive in your life. If this word is landing in your spirit right now, if you can feel something shifting, if tears are coming you didn't plan, if warmth has settled in your hands or your chest, pause this video and write in the comments what you are feeling. Don't dismiss it, honor it. Let your agreement become an act of faith. Write "I receive it" in the comments right now, and watch what heaven does with that declaration. Chosen one, we have traveled far in this word, and now we have reached the place of release. Not the end, because what is beginning in your life has no end. This is not a conclusion. This is a commissioning. You came to this video carrying a question you may not have even been able to put into words. A quiet wondering, am I significant? Does what I carry matter? Is the weight I feel inside me real, or am I imagining something that isn't there? Today, heaven answers, you are significant. What you carry is real, the weight is real, and it matters more than you currently understand. Your grandfather walked his portion of the road in faith. He did not see the finish line. He did not receive the full manifestation of what he was promised. But he did not waver. He continued faithful, continued prayerful, continued present, even when the silence stretched long and heaven saw every step, every tear. Every quiet morning of faithfulness, when the world was still asleep, none of it was wasted. All of it was recorded, all of it was kept, and all of it is now flowing, like a river finally breaking through its banks, into your life, your hands, your voice, your steps. You are not just a person, you are a fulfillment. You are the answer to a prayer prayed in another generation. You are the visible fruit of invisible faithfulness. So I want to leave you with this as you go forward. Walk with stillness. In a world that rewards noise and demands performance, your greatest power will come from the depths of your quiet faithfulness. The anointing your grandfather carried was preserved in stillness. Yours will be released through it. Walk with reverence. What you carry is holy. Treat your gifts with the weight they deserve. Don't offer sacred things carelessly. Don't perform your inheritance for applause. Let it move through you with the gravity it has earned across generations. Walk with confidence, not arrogance, confidence. The kind that comes from knowing who placed the calling inside you and whose faithfulness stands behind yours. You are not walking alone. You have never been walking alone. The same presence that covered your grandfather now covers you, with greater visibility, greater authority, and greater grace. And walk with gratitude, because you were the one chosen to receive this. Out of every possible vessel, the timing aligned on you. That is not an accident. That is appointment. Visual cue, slow, peaceful zoom out, from close intimacy to wide open space. The world is vast, and there is room for everything you carry. Before this message ends, I want to pray over you. May your steps be ordered by a wisdom greater than your own. May the discernment running through your bloodline sharpen every day. May the doors that were closed against your purpose open with ease in this season. May your hands carry light into every room they enter. May your words heal what they touch. May you recognize the divine appointments when they arrive. May you have courage to say yes when heaven calls. May your peace be unshakable, not because your circumstances are perfect, but because you are rooted in something that cannot be moved. And may the mystery that was preserved in your grandfather's silence become the message that speaks through your life, loudly, clearly, undeniably. The prophecy is fulfilled. The transfer is complete. The legacy is alive, and it is walking in you, chosen one. If this word reached you today, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, what did you feel during this message? What shifted? What came up that you weren't expecting? Your testimony matters, not just to me, but to the next person who scrolls down and wonders if this word could be for them too. Your comment becomes their confirmation. If you are new here, welcome. You did not find this channel by accident. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell, because every message released here is crafted for a specific kind of person. The kind who feels things deeply, the kind who knows there is more, the kind who is ready to walk in what they have been carrying. Watch this video again. Something new will surface each time. Spiritual words are layered. They release different things at different levels of readiness. And share this with someone who needs to hear it today. You might be the divine appointment in their feed. You might be the reason they finally receive what has been waiting for them. The heavens are rejoicing. The mystery is fulfilled. Go forth, chosen one. Your appointed time has come.